patient shanked one inmate his first month here, broke another one's neck, nearly decapitated one of my guards.
Relax. I got a great bedside manner.
Too dangerous to house him in the infirmary. You don't have to worry. We've taken every precaution. I've had my men clear from the cell all pens, paper clips, and staplers. Any supplies that might be used as a weapon. Open her up. For your visit, we've got him cuffed and shackled.
And yet you're staying out there.
Up. You're gonna have to give me that. I wouldn't want anybody to get hurt.
Bluish tinge to the fingernails, lips. He's hypoxic.
What's that mean?
It means he's not getting enough oxygen. You know how people say you can't live without love? Well, oxygen's even more important. He's got fluid in his lungs, breathing rate of 50. He needs to be intubated and put on a respirator.
Don't have a respirator.
Better get one in about an hour, or you're gonna lose him.
I'll make out a requisition. States already sentenced this man to die.
I think the state was a tad more specific about how. This is Dr. Gregory House. I need an ambulance pickup at Mercer State Prison.
Wasted call. My men will stop him at the gate. No way a death row inmate leaves my prison. At least not through the front doors.
You work fast.
So do you.
Is that a shock?
Yeah. It was easy. Once I convinced the clerk to take it to Judge Markham, she's a sucker for Eighth Amendment arguments.
Stop. I'm getting turned on.
House.
Roll.
It was just a consult. You expect us to shut down an entire floor for this guy?
Did you do something to your hair?
Stacy?
You said you cleared it with
Come
her.
on, you've known me how long? You still can't tell when I'm joshing you?
Take him back to prison, now.
No, can't. See, ironically, I'm bound by this court order that your ace attorney got. Have to make him all better before shipping him back for the state to kill him. Is it just me, or is that weird? Anyway, we're walking. I'm Dr. House.
I've seen you around.
Your mom tell you we're gonna try?
Sorta.
Tomorrow's test could take 10 hours. Given your present condition, you might not even make it through.
Mom's did a lot of research.
How do you feel about it? If we figured maturity came from how much time you've got left instead of how long you've been here, this would be your call.
I don't have a choice, right?
I could give you one.
I want to get better.
You got cancer. And if I fix this,
I have a year.
a year of this, a lot of people wouldn't want that. A lot of people would just want it to be over.
You're asking if I want to die?
Nobody wants to die. But you're going to. The only question is how. How much you're gonna suffer and for how long. I'm asking if you want this to be over.
What would you tell my mom?
I would give her 10 excellent medical reasons why we can't do this procedure.
I can't just leave her because I'm tired.
But you can't stay for her either.
She needs me here.
This is your life. You can't do this just for her.
I love her.
te preocupes. Descansa. Yo voy a trabajar por ti esta noche.
Open up.
Yo te dije que no y se acabó.
Okay, let me clarify. Open up and keep it open.
¿Qué? ¿Me vas a parar?
Una noche. Y ya.
Okay.
Under your tongue. You're using your left hand. Right one hurt?
No, I feel better.
But it really doesn't hurt, or you just figure if you say no, you'll get out of the hospital sooner?
It doesn't hurt. I feel good.
You don't smell too hot. Your hand is starting to rot.
Lemma. Big Knicks fan.
You've never had an episode like this before?
No. He died last month. Stupidly tried to share his meds with his cousin, and they only had enough for one. Dr. House, I'm Sebastian Charles.
Patients aren't usually part of the diagnostic process.
Well, I'm a doctor. Listen, I know you guys don't make a lot of money.
I wrote your people a check last month.
Oh, well, write us another one.
Talk to Chase, he's rich.
My dad, not me.
Every minute, 4 people die of TB.
Wow. How can you sleep at night?
There's people dying in Africa of a disease that we cured over...
Yeah, I know. I saw the concert. Seriously. Let's say you sleep 6 hours. That means every night you kill 1,440 people. I guess you gotta get some sleep, but come on. If you stayed up another 10 minutes, you could have saved 40 lives. Do you send notes to the families in the morning? That's gonna take at least 10 minutes, so that's another 40 dead, another 40 notes. Why don't you go rack yourself with guilt in your own room?
No, thanks. I'll stay. I'd like to hear the differential.
Dr. Cameron, tell the doctor why it's not a good idea for the patient to be here.
He's an immunologist and a TB expert.
That'll be very useful if we need somebody to say the words, I think it's TB. What is that?
Oh, that. I'm sorry. That's my body powder. It's the only thing I've found that works in the Sahara. I'm kind of used to it. I don't even notice it.
Who thinks it smells like an elephant dung smoothie?
It smells okay to me.
That is exactly why the patient shouldn't be in the room. If you can't tell a man that his cologne makes you want to puke, how are you going to tell him that he's an idiot?
He's not an idiot.
Sure, you say that now, while he's in the room.
Look, I don't have time for this. It's TB.
Nope. His symptoms are too varied.
Well, if you haven't seen 10,000 cases, I agree that's what you'd think.
I told you he's an idiot. You said you wanted a second opinion.
No, actually, my backers wanted a second opinion.
Yeah. Doesn't look good if you drop dead while wearing your shoe sponsor's logo.
It's TB, and I'm not dying. I'm gonna want you to plant a PPD and induce a sputum to confirm the TB. Imaging studies will determine the progress, and I think we should probably take a CT scan of my lungs just so that nobody second guesses us.
Wouldn't want that.
Hello?
He has the chills and his temperature's spiking. It's nearly 106.
What's that mean? I mean, what's happening? You want the truth? You want me to make something up to protect you? We think a drunk driver broke into his room.
What's happening to my son?
The truth is, I have no idea.
Jeff Forster, this is
Doctor, you're a sick person. And you are a loved one.
Actually, manager, we've been together for 7 years.
So what's the drug du jour on the bike circuit these days? Still erythropoietin? Or are you guys just chugging battery acid?
There's no way I'd touch EPO. Too many guys stroking out and dying.
Damn. $10 for the ticket, 6 for the popcorn.
I do straight blood doping.
Plot twist.
That's a very daring confession,
We've got confidentiality, right?
assuming I'm more ethical than your client. So injecting yourself with donor red blood cells for fun and profit. Any other tricks up your sleeve?
Well, nothing much recently. I'm in town for a charity ride, so it didn't matter if I won. The kids just needed to see me.
If you go slower, they see you longer. Let's say that our health could be affected by things we did before last Friday.
Well, I usually sleep in a hyperbaric chamber. I've been pumping up electrolytes with an IV drip, anabolic herbal supplements, amphetamines, and diuretics.
Yeah. But why would you be sick?
I know that doping has risks. I know that it's outside the rules, but I do what I have to kick ass at my job. Don't you?
Dr. House is a firm believer in good old-fashioned hard work.
Over here.
Dr. Wilson, I want you to meet my stalker.
Your waiting room sucks.
I am not treating you.
Because you're a closet case?
We're not, together.
He is so self-loathing. Well, we've got to go now, so maybe see you after work.
No. Nobody can figure out what's wrong with me.
Well, your shirt is gaping in the collar. Means you lost weight, you're flushed, that's fever, and you're short of breath. Finally, there's the KS lesion on your face. It means you're HIV positive, you've progressed to full-blown AIDS. So you're sick because your immune system is shot and someone sneezed on you. Can I be excused now?
Brilliant, but my immune system is fine.
Your concentration camp physique begs to differ. Get your T-cell count rechecked.
I've already done that.
They test for T-cell lymphoma?
It was negative.
Well, all of this will be fascinating to an HIV specialist. Now let go of my cane before it becomes your new boyfriend.
Honey, I will marry it if you look at my file.
Congress says you can't, so... I didn't touch him.
He's going into anaphylactic shock.
In the stomach. There's too much blood, I can't see.
She burst an artery?
No. There. Bubbling, just a bad ulcer. Okay. Cauterizing. Looks good. Bleeding ulcer. We got it. She was fine 2 hours ago.
If by fine, you mean she had fountains of blood spurting out of every orifice, then yeah, I believe you. I'm guessing those are celebratory bells.
Solid BP 70.
Show me the ulcer.
It's brown. I cauterized it.
Sweetback, show me the whole stomach. Stop.
Second ulcer?
Not anymore. It perforated.
Get it to an OR.
Let's go.
She was not fine 2 hours ago. She mentioned stomach pain.
Yeah, so I gave her a stronger...
You didn't do an exam.
She just came in for a follow-up. The results of the pathogy test.
Did you listen to her stomach? Check her vitals?
Maybe if she'd said something about taking ibuprofen, mentioned the rectal bleeding.
Yeah! Why didn't she go to med school like you did? Diarrhea, blood in the stool. These are routine
The
questions.
doctors skip all the time. It was a minor mistake. I couldn't have known it was gonna happen.
Mistakes are as serious as the results they cause. This woman could die because you were too lazy to ask one simple question.
No, she might die because I had the bad luck to spill your damn Vicodin pills.
This is the last call for the third race. You may still wager if you hurry. Here's your information on
Out of the way, cripple coming through.
6th race at Golden Downs. I'll take the 2, the 4. Hey, that's my birthday. February 4th, 1963. You think that's a good bet? What's your birthday?
Take your time. Don't worry, there's only 30 seconds to post.
Is there any way I can bet on the 6 and the 3 also? You know, for the year, all 4 horses. Can I do that?
He wants a $2 exacta box, 2463. Give him $24. Your turn.
9th at Gulfstream Park, 500 on the 3-horse Seminole Uprising to win.
Might as well burn your money.
I'll burn my winnings. Bigger flame.
Same race, Termigator to win.
Sorry, race just closed.
Damn it. She was 14 to 1, too.
Fat ass over there just saved me money.
No way Seminole
I
Uprising.
don't bet on the horses. I bet on the jocks. My rider's bulimic. Purges after his weigh-ins. Leave a 2-pound pile at the starting gate, shaves valuable time off that final 8th.
Nice to have inside information.
by a length. The burning bush on the level has kept Andy right up on the inside, and Boberger is also not off the base today. 5 or 6 away in last.
Is anybody here a doctor? Trying to cop a field?
I took a CPR class at the Y.
Useful if she was having a heart attack instead of a seizure.
Seizure? Hold her tongue down?
If you want to get a finger bitten off, call an ambulance.
Methodist is 3 blocks down. I could drive her.
Just make the call.
Terminator leads by a length. 10 seconds, turning push. Terminator is holding, turning push comfortably at this point. 2 lengths away on the level.
What the hell is that?
How should I know? Tell the paramedics to take her to Princeton Plainsboro. Her doctor's name is House.
And it's Terminator winning by 2 lengths.
Are we in?
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Gregory House. I'm your attending physician. Your wife's not there. Start talking.
They took my stain. I couldn't tackle the bear. They took my stain.
Okay, shut up now. Nice work, Cameron. Give him the list again.
Let us know when something sounds right. Dirty, soiled, pain, brain.
Yes.
Where does that get us? We're already paying plenty of attention to his brain. We've got an MRI, we've got a CT.
Are we sure he wasn't reacting to pain? He's been on painkillers.
Oh, come on, Chase. Drugs didn't do this to him, even if he is an addict.
I dissuade the tonal category.
Oh, please, Mr. Sleeping Pills, amphetamines. Bring me up, bring me down.
For passenger Gregory House, please report to gate 7. Gregory House to gate 7.
Ever hear this one? Build a house. Each wall has a southern exposure. Big bear comes wandering by. What color's the bear?
White. It's a polar bear. You built your house in the North Pole.
Polar. Whatever your name is. Patient, are you bipolar? What? I can't see. Is he nodding?
Yes.
Topamax isn't just off-label for weight loss. It's off-label for mood disorders. Plenty of bipolars are manic in the daytime, depressive at night. He's been medicating for years with alcohol, sleeping through the bad hours. Explains the danger journalism. Explains everything, including the kitchen sink. Okay, technically it's kitchen cabinets. He starts a project and he stops.
Except bipolar disorder does not cause seizures.
And it doesn't shut down your kidneys, but what it does do...
Excuse me, sir. May I see your ID?
I'm on the phone. I'm on the phone.
Please.
House? What is it?
I'm a doctor. This is an emergency call.
No, you have to come with me, sir.
I'm not going anywhere.
You think you're going to take me on?
I kick and I bite.
You're either on that plane or you're going into custody.
House.
You still there?
Being bipolar makes you take risks. You seek excitement. You make up stories.
I dine valutator lever.
Fine. Maybe your stories are legit. But people would start to wonder. Annoyed politicians, entire governments would be on your ass. So you couldn't tell anybody you were bipolar. Which was fine. Until you fell in love. And you wanted that life. Did you hear that there's a surgical cure? Give the woman you love the life she wants. All you have to do is change. Bilateral cingulotomy. An experimental surgery that some people claim helps mood disorders.
And if it's done by gamma knife, there's no trace of cutting. That's the neural scarring we saw in the MRI.
Which explained nothing because it wasn't even in the right area.
It's not the surgery, it's the secrecy. What causes recurring fever? Neurological problems, lethargies that you fight with caffeine pills and amphetamines. It wasn't your secret psych disorder. It wasn't your secret daily drug use. It was the secret trip for your secret surgery in Caracas or Buenos Aires. Which, by the way, didn't work given the state of your kitchen cabinets.
House. Shut up.
What's going on?
Is he right? Your doctors know you better than I do. That man on the speakerphone, he never even met you, and he knows you better than I do. You love me.
Yes. Yes.
You just don't trust me.
Get some blood on a slide. Do not put it through a computer this time.
Yep.
Candy striper. So, you like dogs?
That's not a dog.
Smart kid. Are you always such a good little girl? Or does mommy sometimes say you're the reason she needs a double martini?
Who are you?
Over here, kiddo. I'm talking to you. Focus. Must be because you're off your meds.
Who are you?
Dr. Aunt Candy Striper.
She's not on any medication.
Well, that's strange, because this bottle has her name on it. And I think these are medical pills inside.
What's he talking about?
Doctor prescribed Stella a few months ago. I never told you about it because I never gave her any.
It's funny, because the bottle's almost empty. You missed a couple of days. Take 5.
Stop.
Why? Unless they're not hers. You need some water, sweetie?
I'm not taking Ritalin.
Come on. All the cool moms are doing it. And Tox Screen says you're cool, too.
You were on drugs while taking care of Stella?
I'm sorry, Ted. It's a cafeteria menu.
It should take a couple of hours to process her. You can take her home and divorce her. Yeah, you can finish the sponge bath in a minute.
They're just redoing his dressings. He's out. He's fine.
I didn't pay you to put him out. I paid you to wake him up. Why are these lights so damn bright? Thank you. Come on, I need to talk to him.
House, you can't wake up a burn victim to play 20 questions. It's torture.
He won't remember.
He's going to be an extraordinary...
God, you're good. You're putting me to sleep. I know he's going to be in pain. I know you disapprove. I'm his attending. Wake him up.
Oh my God.
I'm Dr. House.
It hurts.
It's gonna get a lot worse, so answer fast. Before the accident, did you experience any numbness or tingling in your fingers? You got burnt. It's healing. I need an answer.
It really hurts.
Any tingling in your arms or legs?
Do something, I can't.
Adam, you gotta listen to me. Did you feel anything?
I pissed my pants and then I don't remember.
Okay. Wow. You should be a model. Are you really 15? Who are you? I'll be the one saving her life today. Assuming she's dying. Who are you?
He's my father.
Any idea what's wrong with her? Well, from the looks of it, not a single thing. Probably should stop staring and check out the file. So what set off the brawl? She stand in your light?
I didn't even know her. I didn't know what happened.
Look, I know some models are notorious for hissy fits, but Alex, I've never even seen her get angry. Even when she was a kid,
Sure, she was delightful in her youth. Then you passed out.
I was passed out, but I wasn't. I knew what was going on, but I couldn't move or talk.
Yeah, it sounds like a medical thing. It's called cataplexy. Cat fight and cataplexy on the catwalk. Cool. How much were you drinking?
She only had one sip of champagne.
Forget it. I'll find out from the top screen.
All right, look, I gave her a Valium. You think that's what did this?
No. How long have you had the sweats?
Couple of days.
Any other complaints?
My stomach's been bothering me, and I've been feeling a little nauseous.
Okay, here's how this works. My lackeys will be by shortly to draw some blood, collect some urine, any other fluids you got. I'll do some other doctorly stuff. And we'll be in touch. Hi, I'm Dr. House. I hear you'd rather die than admit you had sex.
I'm sorry, I couldn't tell my daughter.
Right, because she's, what, 22?
I slept with her mom.
She probably knows that's happened already. Roll over.
My wife had an affair. I forgave her. She had another affair, and I forgave her again. Amy thinks I was an idiot.
So smart. You must be very proud. Roll over.
I assume that you've been in love.
Is that the one that makes your pants feel funny? I'm starting you on a cocktail of STD meds.
Amy is just getting over it. She barely spoke to her mom for months. If she thought that it was happening again, that's why I got sick. We just happened to be at the same Italian cheese tasting thing.
Cheese is the devil's plaything.
Mm-hmm. It was just the one night.
Oh, you're obviously completely over her.
Amy thinks love leads you to make stupid choices.
You're certainly setting a good example for her.
Yeah, she just doesn't get it. If you're not prepared to look stupid, then nothing great is ever going to happen, right? On the other hand, I guess your testicles aren't going to explode either.
Dad, is everything okay?
I have a sexually transmitted disease.
How's that possible?
He met a woman in church.
Does she play bridge?
She...
Last card.
Is this another seizure?
Shut up.
I'm in here. Oh, God. Here you go.
40 milligrams furosemide. Knock him out.
How would an STD do this?
It wouldn't. Hi. I'm Dr. House. Mind if I take a look in your purse?
Why?
Because I'm gonna need to search it and you for whatever you're using to poison your husband.
Why would I want to hurt my husband?
Then you won't mind if I search your things.
Go ahead. You satisfied?
You're up early?
Cuddy needed a consult.
We're checking for spinal lesions from leukemia.
Yeah, I know. Fits perfectly. Unless this is the patient with the anaphylaxis, the heart failure, and the paralysis, in which case you're wasting your time.
We want a second opinion.
Second, it's giving you at least 8. Okay, well, here's 9. Botulism. Listen to me. Have you eaten anything abnormal? Any canned foods?
No.
Sure? Lying to your parents is usually the right thing to do, but there is an impending death exception.
Don't talk to her like that.
You're right. She never lies. I was being rude. When your boyfriend snuck in on Friday night. Surprise. Perhaps he got you some sexy little treats, huh? Some honey or some edible underwear, some massage oils. Come on, anything. Yeah, we know about the sex. That the Danny's little Danny is full of penicillin. That's what caused your anaphylactic shock.
You didn't tell us that was what...
No. It was ecogondamycin, what I use.
He said he was on penicillin.
I saw the bottle.
It's a non-penicillin antibiotic.
But the antibiotics didn't cause the anaphylaxis.
Still on the table.
Everything is connected.
What did we discuss? What was the differential?
Cameron said... When Dan came to your house that night, did you go through any tall grass?
On the fence.
are you doing?
Your daughter had 2 visitors on Friday night. One of them is still in the room. He has tick paralysis. Dan tracked a tick onto his jeans, which wouldn't be a problem, but being a teenager, Dan couldn't keep his tick in his pants.
We already checked her.
Now I'm checking her.
Tick bites don't ordinarily cause anaphylactic shock.
This girl's allergies are not ordinary.
House, get out of here. We have to re-intubate her, get her into the MRI.
The time course is perfect. Bite itself sets off an allergic reaction. Venom takes 4 days to kick in. Heart's vulnerable, hits that first. And a day later sets off the ascending paralysis.
Except that ticks aren't usually invisible.
They are until you find them. Oh, that's dandruff. Okay, well, that wasn't nearly as dramatic as I'd hoped. It just means the next time will be even better.
What's happening?
That's the tick venom ascending.
Either that or you stressed her into heart failure. BP's dropping, heart rate 47.
I'm administering atropine.
She's gonna need a transvenous pacing wire. Okay, magical tick hunt is over. Only real doctor stuff now.
This is just gonna get worse. Ticks produce more toxins the longer they feed. She's gonna be dead in an hour, even if you pump her heart full of jet fuel. Unless you let me find the tick.
Could he be right? The only thing I know for sure is that your daughter's heart won't last another 20 minutes without treatment.
Okay, just need one final instruction. When I find the tick on the autopsy, do you want to know? I'm thinking not. Probably make the coping easier.
Stop talking to them. Paige Brzezinski in cardiology, get her team down here stat. Get them out of here, get House out of here too. Dr. Wilson, I could use your help.
Well, I don't know if the dopamine's enough. She may need an amrinone lactate.
Why? What's that? She doesn't.
She might need stronger pressors, and they don't have any in radiology.
Inamrinone can cause arrhythmia and thrombocytopenia.
Not an amrinone could cause death. Death's worse. We have to get her up to the ICU.
Follow my finger with your eyes.
How much longer will Dr. Cuddy be?
Well, given the number of mojitos she's knocking back at the party, I'd say it's gonna be at least 3 hours before she's even conscious.
Weren't you at the same party?
I don't drink. I want you to reach out and grab my cane.
What's wrong?
Your son's brain is losing control of his muscles.
Dr. Cuddy's message said it was just dehydration from the diarrhea.
She's wrong.
Is he gonna be all right?
I don't know. I'm Dr. House. I'm in charge of your case.
What's going on? How come no one is keeping her awake anymore?
You're in acute liver failure. We can continue the transfusions and the lactulose, but it's only a stopgap. There's really nothing we can do to stop the toxins from building up in your bloodstream. Which means that in a few hours, you will lapse into a coma, and you won't wake up. I'm sorry.
That's it? You're giving up? You're not gonna try to figure out what's doing this to her?
Well, even with the right diagnosis, any treatment's gonna take longer than the time she has left.
If it's her liver, can't she get a transplant?
Wouldn't work without a diagnosis. Whatever killed the first liver would do the same to the second.
But it would give you more time to make the diagnosis, to get her better.
Well, it might give us an extra day or two, but no procurement agency is gonna let a liver go to a patient with an undiagnosed pre-existing.
Hannah and I have the same blood type. Couldn't I be the donor?
Well, it is medically possible for us to take a part of your...
Please, I don't care about the risks.
I'm very lucky to have such a devoted partner. So, you're a faith healer. Or is that a pejorative? Do you prefer something like divine health management? Thought God might have mentioned that I was coming.
I'm okay with faith healer, Dr. House.
Oh, that's a nice one. You didn't even go with, I see an H in a medical coat.
The nurses talk about you a lot.
Yeah, don't believe them. I keep a sock in my pants. Faith. That's another word for ignorance, isn't it? Never understood how people could be so proud of believing in something with no proof at all. Like that's an achievement.
God's asking for our trust. You can't love somebody and not trust them.
Trust has to be earned. You can't trust someone hiding in a closet.
You don't trust anyone.
You seem lucid. There's no confusion, no lethargy. What drugs have you been taking?
Nothing. Some aspirin. I get focused on something I forget to eat. Next thing you know, I've got a hunger headache.
So, aspirin and hospitals are okay. That's an interesting attitude for someone who's kept any number of people from getting medical help.
Just because I believe in prayer doesn't mean I don't believe in germs and toxins.
That bottle's been opened before. You refill it at the water cooler.
Yes.
How often do you do that?
A few times an hour. He likes to stay hydrated. You think germs might have gotten in?
I think water might have gotten in.
I'm not sick.
Did you hear the one about the guy who bled into his brain and had to have a hole drilled in his skull to relieve the pressure? Hilarious.
Someone laughs, they're dying? That's absurd.
But not funny.
If I'm not sick, all you're doing is locking me up with the source. I'll get sick, prove you right.
If you're not sick, it's not contagious, so you got nothing to worry about. If you are sick, the two of you are staying in here until we find out why. So you might want to make friends with the pig. Good news is I can finally get my MRI.
No, you can't. You blew up the machine.
Not the portable one, Chuckles. Chase and Cameron are bringing it to scan your non-bullet riddled head.
Where are you going?
To the office. Got work to do. Eat your meals, take your temperature every half hour, and any meds I command you to take.
So I'm just a regular patient now?
No. You get your own thermometer.
Hello?
I'm at the cop's place. I need to retrace your steps.
You don't think the treat him for everything approach is enough?
Where did you start your search?
The kitchen.
Okay, well, tell me everything you did, everything you touched. If you went to the John, I want to know when and why.
It started with samples from the mold in his sink.
What next?
That's it. Then I left. What do we do now?
Wait for Steve McQueen to get giddy.
Excellent plan.
I need your son.
Who are you?
Your wife's doctor. Your son may have had the same condition she does.
My son didn't have a condition. She killed him.
If I biopsy her intestines, she'll bleed out. He obviously won't.
You're not using my son's body to help her.
Okay. How about trading him for a beer? Or maybe you're more of a whiskey guy. You didn't have strep or stomach bug the morning you came in. You puked because you were hungover. Hugh's a recovered drunk. If slipping most of the time, you'll be right.
So I drink. You're acting like this is my fault.
People are gonna feel sorry for you. They'll tell you that you can't anticipate the unthinkable. Well, the fact is you can. It's just not all that pleasant.
You don't know anything
I know
about...
that people don't get crazy enough to kill someone without first being crazy enough for someone to notice. How many times did you go out for a drink because she was crying? How many times did you stay at work because you couldn't listen to her telling you what a bad mother she is? You were relieved when she shut down. You just sat staring for hours at a time. She held the pillow over his head. You slept while she went nuts. Not exactly a draw, but...
What is wrong with you? What kind of a person says those things now?
Let me do the test. It'll be one less thing for you to feel crappy about. It's not gonna hurt at all. We just need to make sure you don't move.
I won't.
Okay, give me your arm. Let's check your muscle responses. Okay, turn it over. Arm upward. Everything okay?
Yeah. Ow!
What the hell was that? Diagnostic test. Cerebral cortex responding normally. She's not hallucinating.
You know he's not your father, don't you?
He's my dad. Mama told me.
Sorry, I didn't mean to hurt you.
House, leave her alone.
Come on, we both know it's a hustle. Are the walls closing in?
No, wait.
Spiders coming out of my nose?
Let me out.
How's the test is over? Dorsolateral prefrontal cortex.
Give me your hand.
No.
Give me your hand. Forget him. He's not the perfect mark, because he was the perfect mark. Plenty of people got there before you. He's used up, tainted, pumped dry.
She's hallucinating.
Why did you try to kill me?
I didn't.
Then the gun thing might have been a mistake.
If I didn't kill you, it would have been over. I need you to live. Because I want to see you suffer. You want to hear a story?
I have a rule. People who shoot me forfeit the right.
My wife was sick. None of the doctors could figure out why.
Oh, I know this story. She died, so you selected one of her doctors to kill because that would make everything right again.
She lived. You cured her.
I'm truly sorry I did that.
In the course of investigating her illness, you convinced me that everything was relevant. You needed the truth. I confessed to you that I had had an affair. But it turns out that it had nothing to do with why she was sick. Genetic predisposition to brain aneurysms. You told her that. You also told her about my affair.
You caught crap. She left you. Now I've got to pay because you can keep your little killer in your pants.